Well, give Draymond Green a little bit of credit for doing the right thing after he was dead wrong. He took the podium earlier in the day and apologized for his wrongdoing, and the Jordan Poole punch heard round the world. Draymond said, number one, I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday. For that, I have apologized to my team. I have apologized to Jordan. I wanted to take that a step further. With the event yesterday and the video leaking, there's a huge embarrassment that comes with that, not only for myself, but the embarrassment that Jordan had to deal with and that this team has to deal with and that this organization has to deal with, but also Jordan's family. His family saw that video. His mother, his father saw that video. Quite frankly, if my mother saw that video, I know how she would feel. I am going to step away as I've been away and continue to work on myself, but also just give guys space. I do want to give my team some space. I want to give Jordan some space and then take a few days and continue to work on myself, take some time to let everything breathe. The day that took place, I was in a very, very bad space mentally as a leader of the team. I needed to have a better feel for myself and just know and understand where my weeks in was and what could have possibly pushed me that wrong way. Frankly, I didn't handle that well, and I failed as a leader. I failed as a man, and I failed, again, as a leader. I watched that video 15 times, maybe more, because when I watched the video, I'm looking at the video like, yo, this looks awful. This looks even worse than I thought it was. It's pathetic. And then I had to take a step back to realize the video was actually released to make it look that way. If I'm being honest, I thought it was BS. He's speaking on the video being leaked out by somebody. No other video leaked from practice. When we are working on our sets, they don't leak it. When I'm coaching everyone up, they don't leak that. So I thought it was BS that it leaked. So the Warriors as a team, they have launched an investigation to find out what the leak is. Now, there are reports out there that this video could have leaked for as low as $10,000 to $15,000, $20,000, which in theory seems very low if the Warriors are able to find and trace back the leak to TMZ, right? Because whoever has done the leak, number one, they're going to lose their job if they are part of that Warriors organization. And number two, they're going to get sued, right? Like, look, Draymond punching Jordan Poole was awful. The leak is going to end up with somebody getting sued. Like, Draymond's going to get suspended, I believe, for whatever this, however many games or whatever. He's going to get fined as well. But the person that leaked this video out, if the Warriors are able to trace it, they're going to end up on the worst end of this, which when I saw the report that it was only 10 to 20,000 potentially in the sale of the video, I was like, man, that's low for what's going to happen to you. The irony is TMZ is arguably the biggest news site that we have in our country, for good or for bad. And oftentimes they are the most credible. I know that sounds crazy to say, but that is the reality of the situation. TMZ ain't going to report on the story about how much they paid to obtain the video. So you're not going to hear that from TMZ, the site that usually breaks this story, because they're a part of the story. And obviously they want to keep that confidential as best they can on who leaked the video to them, because they benefited from the leak. It was a major video. Here's the thing. With Draymond, he said he's stepping away from the team. I would assume that to be just to kind of let this boil down. I don't know if that's going to help him in his suspension that I believe is looming. We'll see. The only incident that I can think about of recent that kind of somewhat compares will be the Bobby Portis, Nikolai Mirotic punch that happened in practice. We didn't see video, if I remember correctly, from that one. I think Bobby got, 5 to 7 games. Mirotic actually got injured. So, really, Jordan Poole still was shooting. He's still practicing with the team. Apparently, he's fine. So, I don't know how you would weigh that in. The fact that this video got out and Draymond is such a popular player, the Warriors as a team are very popular, I do believe he's going to get like a 4 to 5 game suspension. I listened to Draymond's presser, a lot of it, and, one of the things he said, and he's right about this, the Warriors are about to raise their banner up in a couple weeks here as the regular season begins. It's going to be ring night for most of the Warriors that returned from last year's group that won the championship. The talk right now is going to be too much Draymond Green catered, too much Jordan Poole catered, and not about what should be the obvious, the championship, the most important piece, the reason why you do this, right? Like, Draymond has taken some of the steam away from the greatness that was the Golden State Warriors 3 to 4 months ago. And anything taken away from what the Warriors worked so hard to achieve, Draymond and Jordan Poole included, and a lot of other team members, players, staff, coaches, that is a shame. At the end of the day, That's a shame. It's unnecessary, and that's not what leaders are supposed to do. So Draymond might have to miss that ceremony. I know that's going to hurt him, but I think, this is me, I think suspending Draymond for a few games, and one of those games being night one of the season, to me, it is as hard a punishment you could give Draymond. Like, you could suspend him for 20 games starting December to January, right? It won't hurt as hard as missing ring night will. And to me, that's a fair suspension. The fact that Draymond, like he said, has embarrassed Jordan. The fact that that video leaked out is embarrassing. And be clear, whoever leaked it out, they dead wrong. But I'm one of these people who don't look at reactions and forget about the causes. At the end of the day, if Draymond doesn't walk up to Jordan Poole and push him or punch him after a push, none of this ever happens. So look, as wrong as I think the person was that leaked, we don't like tattletales around here. At the end of the day, the person that deserves the most blame is Draymond stepping to Jordan Poole in his personal space and allowing himself to be in a position where he was recorded. He knew those cameras were there in that Warriors practice, and to punch Jordan after all Jordan did was shove him, and Draymond barely moved after the shove. It wasn't like the shove pushed Dre back. He's clearly 30, 40, 50 pounds bigger than Jordan. Like, to punch him like that, not even give him the slap, to give him the punch, I think him missing ring night will be a painful, but to me, fair punishment, and maybe a few extra games, but ring night definitely being one of them. We shall see. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Draymond acknowledging that he has stepped away from the Golden State Warriors team. I mean, keep in mind, it is the preseason, and Draymond wasn't going to play a lot of the preseason anyway. But let me know what y'all think about Draymond announcing that he stepped away from the team. What do you think is a reasonable punishment for Green following his actions in the Jordan Poole punch heard around the world, all right? Thank y'all so much. It's that time, love, and support that your boy will never take for granted around here. Hoops FERRO's out.